So they're cleaning, I guess, Catalina's, they're painting so they can get additional spaces. I think they're widening the road. I don't know where Jack is. Hey, have John going ahead. What happened?
No, it's over there.
It's this one.
It's this building. We're gonna be in the front. I bet you this. She goes in and out through the back, so she doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. It's just a matter of having people out here so you can say, you know, she is basically a weak candidate.
Well, who's gonna be?
Who's running against her?
Yeah.
Probably another weak candidate.
Probably another week.
Yeah.
It's not so encouraging.
It's definitely not encouraging. Here to protest Carolyn McCarthy. Are they going to say it's private property or that she's a politician?
We're gonna get back to whether we're gonna. Is there any kind of give them an area where they can do it? No, actually, Mr. Shaw, the owner.
As they talk about kicking everyone off the property. Hey, quick question. We're allowed to be here because she's a politician?
I'm not talking to you right now.
I just want to ask you that question. Thank you.
Real men of the group hanging out in the sun.
So they're trying to kick them off saying it's private property. That's very funny. I guess they can't block the gate. Hi, how are you?
Who's in charge? I got a megaphone. Don't use that now.
No, right now the police are here. I don't think it's the best idea. They're trying to kick away.
They basically Yeah, oh, that's
Of course. Station in the world at it. One person with amnesty for illegals.
Hi, Gigi. You having fun?
Good morning. Gigi. Good morning.
Right, okay, that is clear, yeah, I think that's what
How many came in? See, you see how they hate Acorn? So you guys decided here, but you know, he turned it around. It's funny, the cops are saying, they're trying to say that you're not allowed here, but then they're saying, well, she's a political person, so they should be allowed here. Because how can you picket a political person? I don't know. Does it have the AMNC? No. Is it News 12? How many people would you say are here, John? I'm going to try and decide what's going on. And they can't block the entrance. That's the funniest thing. Picketing at Carolyn McCarthy's office. Hi, how are you? So you do this now? You set up your own station, and what do you get just on the internet?
Yeah, it's on YouTube, and we're looking for people to help us design a website, in which we can have an official website. But YouTube is working out great because we get a lot of hits. The first package we did was the protest for Tim Bishop, and I think there was over 2,100 hits that day.
Wow, that's not bad.
Yeah.
So
right now we're here at Garden City, and the police are harassing us because the security here at the building won't allow us to be here.
But isn't it that she's a public official, so she's hiding on private property?
Exactly. That's exactly what's going on. She's a public official. She doesn't go to any town hall meetings. Her facilities are located here in a private office, and it keeps a nice shield, I guess, around her from Americans coming to say what they feel.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So she can isolate herself, and no one will know that she's actually there.
Exactly.
He's got to show proof.
I asked that question about when the police came over. I asked them about the private property. How can they keep people off private property for a public officer? And then he told me to leave. I was videotaping what I said. They're way different.
Absolutely.
Right? Like Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, let me get some more B-roll.
I think they're not.
All right, we're talking with you.
I'm talking Richard Libby.
Richard,
hi.
I knew that was why he was crying. That's why he was crying, because we couldn't pay. Right? We finally had a Hispanic woman.
Yeah, well, now we got a place. That's why he's crying. Tell me what's on, by the way. You know, when Obama had that 1 hour show on WABC, give a whole hour, and it was all about healthcare. I didn't watch it. That's what always put it.
And I guess the police left, so they realized you can't kick you off private property. No, they didn't all leave.
Pay the bills now.
Hey Johnny, what am I signing?
Yeah, well, Eric is out
Tim
for
Bishop
Eric.
did have a town hall meeting.
Obviously, I don't
150 people showed up and challenged them on everything.
I grew up on
That's the type of thing that we need to start doing. Getting people active, getting people to realize that stop sitting in front of the TV, get this what's going on, do what you can. There's a lot of websites that you can connect to that even if you can't get out, look, there's a lot of people in this country that are open to productive. If you can't do that, you can connect with the websites, you'll see things, you can do stuff on the computer, you can participate that way.
Just like
That's what everybody's for.
Good. Now you're going to send out notices about other things that are going on?
Absolutely, absolutely. Every one of these websites, is interconnected now. There's people that are members of all of them. So when one group is doing something, all the other groups know, and we try to get everybody together as an organization, as a micro-organizations for part of a bigger goal.
like an umbrella.
Yeah, yeah.
Screen. Yeah. Today's the 27th, right? Today's the 27th of June. Of July. Today's the 27th of July. No. They're just breaking my wall. They're digging stuff out. Steve is. He's lowering the whole yard down. He's damaging. Yeah. With John. They have John, Steve, and Umberto working out there. In the wall, I think they're going to try to put up a fence or something. Yeah. Yeah. I guess they're putting up a wood fence. I don't know what they're doing. They seem like they're... Why would I put up a wall when they tore down my wall? I want a cinder block wall. I don't want a piece. Huh? Yeah, well, they... Who does? Yeah. So you're damaging the property again. Hey, what are you doing? Why don't you go molest someone? Why don't you go molest someone instead of, why don't you go fix the street and out front? Alright. Why don't you go fix the street out front? Or you just gotta go get a little boy in there. Yeah, that's it. Little boys. That's what you want. That's your dump. Why don't you raise the yard where it's supposed to be? Up the foot to the elevation. You pig. Why don't you do that, you pig? Why don't you do that? When are you gonna go to court? The 27th for Silverwoods in September? Is that when you're gonna go, Steve? Is that when you're gonna go to court? Are you gonna lose your money, or we're gonna end up paying for you? The village residents are gonna end up paying for you and your little friend over here. Is that what's gonna happen? Wasting all this money. Steve, it's all gonna come back to you, so why don't you raise the elevation where it's supposed to be, instead of lowering it, trying to dig out our foundation. Why don't you do that? Why don't you do that, Steve? Is that your whole issue? Trying to get a little boy in there? This is more documentation. Thank you, Steve. This is because of what I spoke the other day? And you're trying to cover it up?
In there.
And you can see. That's why he has the gate so low. You can't really see. A picture of this.
Oh, can I see?
Well, you can here.
Whoa.
But you can look right out the window and look at yourself. You see the height of the fan? Of course it's a video camera. It's still the 27th. I'm glad that's not on.
How did a jar of peanut butter get there?
You left it there. No one else would do it.
Why couldn't have they been white? And took it out for me.
Huh? See, they're putting up a high fence also. Much higher than what was there. Make sure you put the gate in there. We'll just make that into a gate. I'll put up a hinge. Now he's cutting off the dune, the sand. That's what I really want to see. Yeah.
I can still hop that fence.
Of course you. Well, Matthew, you can walk around and go through the split.
Too lazy to go around.
Huh?
Too lazy to go around.
What do you mean?
Oh, right there? I thought you meant.
Yeah. No, I'm saying in there.
To knock down the fence.
Or you put in a latch and then you make it go with the latch. You see Steve right there? See, actually he's doing this, which is the funniest thing. So the head of Public Works has the time to do the work over here. And he can't fix the streets. It will be wonderful, Steve. I can't wait. You and Kenny, it's gonna be perfect. Why don't you come over here? We know what you do. I'd like to get an answer who authorizes, Steve. Will you answer it? Or are you afraid to? Who? Who authorized it? Who authorized this? It's amazing. You can't fix this street. You can't hang signs up. You can't do anything. You can molest little boys in your office and your employee who you're not supposed to. Is that it? Has this been your dream for how long, Steve? How long has this been your dream? How long have you been planning this? 10 years? How long have you been planning this, Steve? Why won't you answer? Come on, why won't you answer? Who authorized this?